Hi there! Today I'd like to start with a handmade tape dispenser. We're gonna make it out of a can, believe it or not. So I made this stencil beforehand, and to make things more convenient I also used a double-sided tape. You'll find the exact size of this thing in the description. So then you just cut it out like so. And then you bend this whole part here. We'll also need a rubber band and a small tube. This was once a marker. So you just put the rubber band through, and it's almost done. The thing about tin plate is that it turned out to be quite thin, so I decided to shorten down the edges. Now let's see what it's all about. Well, guess what? It works! Now I'd like to show you how accurately you can determine the center by aid of a single pencil. Just by using your finger as a guide, you can draw the line as close to the center as possible. Then you'll have to draw the line on the other side of the plank. It should be the same distance. Just don't move your hands. Quite an unusual and a rather interesting way of finding the spot, isn't it? Anyway, let's check if this method proves to be accurate. Yep, it's pretty neat, maybe not 100% on point, but that's okay. Now this next solution is especially designed to store and prevent twine from tangling up, and as you can see it's made from a regular plastic bottle. So measure the height depending on the size of the twine ball. By the way, you can use the masking tape to make a more accurate cut. Cut it from the top, make a hole in the cap, then take a piece of twine and thread it through the upper part of the bottle. Put the pieces of the bottle together, and there we go. Pretty good, isn't it? There's no way it'll tangle now, huh? Talking about long wires and cables, I managed to force myself to keep them in check simply by doing this. And that's how it all stays in place. When we talk about putting and holding things together, it's always good to have some clamps. But what if you don't have any right at hand? Well, these things will do just fine. Just make sure they're all nice and tight. Usually when I mix various liquids, I often like to use cans, their bottoms to be more precise. I mean, why not? It's got perfect shape for this particular purpose. There's so many things you can do with a plastic bottle. For example, you can make a hole in the cap, and if you combine it with a tubeless tire valve, you'll get a perfectly reasonable batcher. See what I mean? You can keep glue in it, or, you know, whatever you feel like it's good for. Alright, I hope you enjoyed watching this episode. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.